Hello everyone, and welcome to my solo RPG journal, where today we are continuing the story of Gabriel, who has come to the city of Flieridge in order to set up a shop. He's running out of money, so has gone to take on some miscellaneous work at the Adventurers Guild. So we're in the third day of his trip. He's failed to find Essence, another alchemist in the city who can help him get accredited. Who can help him get accredited for a alchemy license so that he can set up a shop. And so he's gone off to the Adventurers Guild in order to make a little bit of money. At the Adventurers Guild, he met a party of 3 who were looking for some help to try and navigate the forest. They've taken on a job looking for a missing carriage or a missing caravan that went missing in the forest on the way to Flieridge. This happened the day before Gabriel arrived, so this was 4 days ago now. They have hired him on, agreed to make him part of the crew for the job, and so they've headed out to the forest. And on the way there, they have come across some bandits. So I spent a little bit of time getting their stats together. Our 3 characters in the party: Patrick Sorrell, Monk, Orlan Black Blaze. I was reading it Back Blaze before, not Black Blaze. We're not backing up any data anywhere, so that's fine. He's a sorcerer. And Danielle Galil, Lazy Pioneer. She's actually a noble brat that's left her house to seek fame and glory. And so we've got their stats together, as well as some bandits. As we can see, I've got a bunch of information here. Their stats, a bunch of spells for our sorcerer, and a stat block for keeping track of everyone's HP and spells and conditions. So our scene happens where we've got 3 people, our hero Gabriel and the 3 others that he's met, walking down the road away from Flieridge towards this forest. There's trees on either side of the road, and a man in dirty leather armor steps out from behind one of the trees on one side of the road, and then another one off to the left on the other side of the road steps out, as well as some people behind. What do we have here, boys? Walking out through the forest by themselves. Such a small party. Looks like they might be looking for a little bit of trouble. And so we've got Orlan the sorcerer. Aha, look, we haven't had to search very far for the bandits. It looks like they are the ones that are looking for trouble if they are coming to us. I don't know. I am a little bit echoey. I really need to fix that. It all is a little bit echoey here. I do find talking to myself like this a little bit weird. Just sitting here with my computer and a microphone. Anyway, I think that the combat straight up starts. We just need to roll initiative. So, going character by character. Dania, initiative +5 for a 7. Gabriel is next. Okay, 9. Orlan. Patrick's +2. Orlan is +6. So 17. Patrick is 5. Now, I'm just going to roll the 1 die for all of the bandits. 15. So Orlan goes first. He's straight up willing to pick a fight. Okay, so we've got a road. Our 4 party members grouped together. Orlan's moved to the front as he's started bandying with words around with his this rogue on the front. At the front, we've got 6 people, 3 in front, 3 behind, and he's going to just fireball some folk, trying to hit the 3 in front. Now, it's 20-foot radius. I think he's going to get 2. I think the road is quite wide. We're probably looking at a 20, 30-foot wide road. 30 foot's about 10 meters, I think. So they're off to one side, so he's only going to be able to hit 2. Fireball is 1d6 to a maximum of 10d6, 1d6 per level to a maximum of 10d6, so it's going to be 10d6 damage, and they have to roll a... Cool, so he points his finger out at them, says the word, verbal, points his finger or a wand, and says an incantation, and a little bead of glowing light rushes out to them and bursts into flame. So we're going to have 2 of the rangers do reflex saves. So 18, they need to roll 18. There's 2 of the rangers, reflex 16. They both save. Cool. No worries. So they both take half damage. Half of the 10d6 damage. Half 33 is 16 damage. Cool. So that's his turn. He's not going to move or anything. He's just going to leave it at that. At which point, the one from the other side of the road is going to rush up towards him, get up there, and wait for one of his companions. So the other 2 are going to then rush up and attack him. All 3 of them attacking this the one sorcerer who's just damaged them, just thrown a fireball out at them. So first ranger is going to swing. It's a charge maneuver, so it's +2 to attack for a -2 AC. So they've both got +11 to attack. So 25 and 24, which both of those are going to hit. They're both going to do 1d8 +2 damage. So 4 and 3. So 7. He takes 7 damage from the first 2, and then the first one who waited for his 2 friends to attacks as well with a rapier. With a 19 to hit, which is going to miss. Lucky. So it sticks on some invisible force that's surrounding his body. It should have hit him, but it didn't. At which point we're going to see... So I've just said that 2 of the rangers and 1 of the rogues have gone. So this one's the one out the front, the one at the top. And then we're going to have 3 people come from behind at our monk. Is the one looking the least armored and probably the easiest of the group, happily walking along slowly behind the others. So I'll roll them separately. We've got 3 charges. So we're rolling for the ranger first, and our monks, Patrick, with the AC of 20, +11 to hit, so that's 24. So that will hit 6 damage. And then our 2 rogues are going to try as well. I'll roll them together. They don't roll as well. So 18 to hit is the highest, and that's a miss. So that brings it to Gabriel's turn. I haven't actually looked at a lot of Gabriel's stats since I made his character. So what have we got? Character level 3, so I'm going to cast Magic Missile, which is going to cause 2 darts to run straight out to one of the rangers that's already been damaged, which is just going to be a straight 2d4 plus 2 damage, because they're both at targeting the same creature. So that's a total of 8 damage. So that's 24 damage. Gabriel uses 1 spell point. So then it's Dania's turn, and she's going to come straight up to Orland's aid and attack the same ranger. She's not going to have to move very far, so she's going to get... We're all standing pretty close to each other. I reckon that she only has to take a 5-foot step, and so she's going to make a full attack action. So first attack was a natural 20. So that's an auto hit and a critical threat. And that's going to hit with a 18 plus 12. That's ridiculous. So she's going to do 1d10 plus 9 times 2 damage. 3 plus 9 is 12 times 2 is 24. So that's 48 damage. And he's got 2 hit points left. And so she's going to attack him again. 17 plus 9 is going to hit him. He only has an AC of 17. I've put their hit points in here. My bad. Cool. Now, our fighter does actually have the Great Cleave feat, because she's going to kill him this time. I'm not even going to bother rolling for damage. Feats. General feats. Cleave. Cleave and Great Cleave. Fireball. Cleave. If you deal a creature enough damage to make it drop, typically dropping it to below 0 hit points or killing it, you get an immediate extra attack. I've got to roll damage. Melee attack within another range. You cannot make a 5-foot step. Extra attack is with the same weapon. No limit to the number of times you can use it per round. Okay. So, going to take another swing at another dude. I got to roll the damage. Got to roll the damage. What did we say it was? 7 plus 9. So 16 damage. So he's straight out dead. She just cuts his head off. And doesn't even have to take a step. Just goes straight at the guy next to him. 16. So that's... what, 64? Jesus Christ, is that a 20? It's a fucking 20. So, rolling to see if it's a crit. I think that's not a crit. Okay. So, that's okay. 5 plus 9 is 14, which is less than 17, so he's not. Hang on. Jesus Christ, I'm looking at the monk skill. Fuck me. No, that hits. Can't miss with those first 2 attacks. She can't miss with those first 2 attacks. So that's just a hit. That's just a crit. Okay. That's a 10. So 10 plus 9 is 19. So 38 damage. So what's that? 54 damage. So he's down and dying. So I'm going to say that she can't actually reach the rogue to make her last attack. Otherwise, yeah, she'd just kill him too. Which brings us to Patrick's turn, the monk. So he's just going to go against the ranger. Looks a little bit stronger. And he actually managed to hit the guy. So he's got a sap, is it? Karma. He's got what looks like a tool for cutting wheat, and he's just going to go at the guy with it. Yeah, 26 to hit. He's going to hit. So that's 10. He's going to go again. 17 plus 9 is also going to hit, considering the guy's AC is 17. Another 10 damage. I'm rolling well for the monk. 7. A total of 7 on that is not going to hit. His last attack is a crit fail. I'm going to say that as a crit fail, it's actually better than this guy so hard. Done quite a bit of damage. He's quite hurt, and he fumbles pulling it back out and drops the karma. It's in his hand. He's gone to hit him with it, and it's just come out because he's lost grip on it as he swings. So he's unfortunately lost that, but done quite a bit of damage to the guy. So we're back at the top of the round, and it's Orland's go again. Oh, I forgot to take spell points off him. Level 3 spell is worth 5 spell points. Cool. So attacking again. He is now being attacked by 2 people. By 1 person. There's only the one guy next to him now. How does vampiric touch work in this? I've been playing so much 5th ed that I've actually forgotten how a lot of these spells work in 3rd ed. Vampiric touch. You must succeed on a melee touch attack. Your touch deals 1d6 points of damage per 2 caster levels. You gain temporary hit points equal to the damage you deal. However, you can't gain more subject's current hit points plus 10, which is enough to kill the subject. So they're temporary hit points. So it's not actually healing. First of all, the rogue gets an attack of opportunity against him, and he takes it. But I don't think he's going to hit. Rogue plus 8. No, 10. That's not going to work. So he's going to get the spell off, and he's going to attack. Rolling the same thing, but he's got a slightly better bonus. But still misses. Rogue's AC is 19, so a 17 misses. 17 misses. But that's not to worry. That is essentially the end of his turn, because he's not going to do anything else. So we come down to the rogue, who's going to attack him again. No, I think the rogue has just seen his 2 friends just get decapitated by this large armored lady, full plate. Can't see very much of her except that she's wielding this massive sword and has just cut off the heads of his 2 companions. Just butchered his 2 companions. So he's going to take the disengage action and start running. So he's not going to... No one's going to get an attack of opportunity, and he's going to try and get away. So he's now 60 foot away from the party. So we come to the 3 that are fighting our monk. So we'll attack with the ranger first. Actually, I'll just move the ranger up. Okay, that's not going to hit our monk. The ranger needs to roll an 11 in order to hit. And with a 5 on the die, that's not going to hit. It does take a full round attack, though. 2 5s, cool. Rogues are going to do the same thing. Ooh, rogue gets a crit threat. Our rogue manages to crit. That's a little bit scary. Crits in 3rd ed. Just your weapon damage, isn't it? Combat. Attack roll and attack damage. Critical hit. Critical hits. Yep. Critical hit means that you roll your damage more than once with all of your usual bonuses. I'm pretty sure it's just the weapon damage. But is it? I'm gonna say it does. I'm gonna say it all adds together. D6, and we're gonna double the damage as opposed to rolling twice. So 48 damage. 54 damage. Cool. That's not very nice. He has a total of 58 hit points, so he's got 4 hit points until he goes down. 4 hit points remaining. Oh, I missed this again. So our second rogue gets to attack the monk as well. And misses. And misses. Which is lucky, because it's now Gabriel's turn. Seeing the monk get so horrendously injured, Gabriel is going to step really quickly over to the monk and cast Cure Moderate Wounds. Now, Gabriel actually has 2 spell point lots, so that's 5. When laying your hand upon a living creature, you channel positive energy that cures 2d8 points of damage plus 1 point per caster level. And my caster level is 6. So 2d8 plus 6. So he gets 12 hit points back. So we're now at 42. 42 hit points, and Gabriel has used 5 spell points. Brilliant. And Dania, seeing this, is going to step up. She's going to position herself so that she's standing between the two rogues and is going to attack one of them. Now, she has had to move more than 5 feet to do this, so she only gets the one attack unless she manages to kill the guy. Well, she hits. Plus 23. Not a crit, though, so we're probably not killing anyone. So 16 damage. Now, Orlin, now that we're back at the top of the round, is looking at this guy that's trying to get away. He doesn't like that idea. So, he's going to start by casting Ray of Enfeeblement. Too many tabs. Enfeeblement. I probably didn't. A coruscating ray springs from your hand. You must succeed on a range attack to strike a target. The subject takes a penalty to strength equal to 1d6 plus 1 per 2 caster levels. So he takes 1d6 plus 5 strength damage. Can't go below 1. He's a rogue. So his strength is 12. So he's gonna get hit to begin with. Yeah, a 30 is gonna hit this guy for 9 strength damage. So this guy now has minus 9 strength, which gives him a total of 3 strength. We'll go strength 3 minus 9. Duration 1 minute per level, so he's going to be like that for 12 minutes. Cool. That's not very nice. That's going to slow him down somewhat, as he cannot carry all of the stuff that he's carrying. Now, that's going to bring us back around to him, and he suddenly stumbles and tries to get away, but he can't carry even the weight of his own armor, leather armor. He can't barely even hold up his sword and struggles to get it back into his sheath as he continues to walk down the road, stumble down the road, trying to keep on his feet. However, we've got these the last 3 of the bunch in a fierce battle with a guy who looks like he's on his own last legs, not even holding a weapon. I skipped him. He didn't get an attack. I skipped him. Let's give him a go. Now he's going to attack just with his bare hand. 16 plus 9 is going to hit the guy. 25 for 10 damage. So he's just going straight at the ranger again. I think he only crits on a 20, doesn't he? Shit. That's unfortunate because that's a 19 on that die. Ooh. That's 11 damage. 6 unfortunately will not hit, so his last attack does fall flat. But he's dishing it out to this guy. And now it's going to come back to him. He's going to take another attack at the monk who's beating him up now with his bare hands. And crit threat. It's going to crit. Jesus Christ. Are we going to lose the monk? So he only does 8 damage, because I'm rolling low for him, apparently. It's got 4 health. These guys are determined to take this monk down. So he gets his second attack. And misses. Then we've got our 2 remaining rogues. First one is going to attack and hit. And because he's flanking, he gets his sneak attack. So that's 18, 19 damage. And that's going to outright kill him. Well, that's going to change how the journey goes somewhat. Okay, so the rogue is going to attack a second time, and he's going to turn and attack this heavily armored woman who has just come in and slashed him for a massive amount of damage. And miss. 12 is not going to get him anywhere against an AC of 28. But the second rogue, who is standing right next to her as well, is going to go for it. And miss. And also miss. What do I have to roll? Like, I have to roll a 20. I just have to roll a 20. Yeah. What am I talking about? It's just, they cannot hit the ranger. The ranger can roll a 19. All right. Well, they've both gone, but they will have hit her armor, and their rapiers are just bouncing off, and they're going, oh, this is not likely to work. Now, it's Gabriel's turn, and the monk is dead. There is nothing Gabriel can do for the monk with only level 3 spells. So, I think Gabriel is going to cast Summon Nature's Ally level 3 and just stick a direwolf down. Yep, sticking a direwolf down next to the rogue, one of the rogues and the ranger, making sure that they can't just run off. Let's get some direwolf stats. If I go, can I follow this from here? Druid spells. Summon Nature's Ally. Yes. Direwolf. This is what I want. Brilliant. Initiative +2. Cool. 19. And Gabriel too is going to get up and stand so that he would also get an attack of opportunity against the ranger, but only the ranger. And then we come to the dire wolf's turn. So the dire wolf is going to attack, full attack, which only gives them 1 attack at +11, which is not going to hit when I roll at 2. It's now Orland's go. He's not particularly concerned about the running rogue anymore, and is going to instead turn and see the rest of the group standing around 3 more bandits who are standing around again the fallen corpse of his friend and party member. He's going to cluck his tongue. Well, I'm not sure how long they've been together, but probably not hugely concerned that the guy's dead. Probably didn't know him too well. And he's going to cast Scorching Ray. Scorching Ray. You blast your enemies with fiery rays. You may fire 1 ray, plus 1 additional ray for every 4 levels beyond 3rd, to a maximum of 3 rays at 11th level. Each ray requires a ranged touch attack to hit and deals 46 points of fire damage. You blast your enemies. The rays may be fired at the same or different targets. Okay, so he's going to do 1 each. So against the ranger. 7 plus 15 is 22. So that's going to hit. 15 damage. He's dead. Oh, he's down. So what's that? 56. I forgot to do that. So attack against the next rogue. With 31 is going to hit. 13 damage. So he's still up. And the last rogue, who has as yet gone unscathed, for another 22. 3 3s and a 6. So 15 damage. And then it's their turn. So our stumbling rogue is still stumbling away. He doesn't even care about the fate of his friends at this point. But the ranger is going to make a fort save. What did we say his fortitude save was? So he makes that. So he's going to stop taking damage. He's going to stabilize. But our rogue, well, they're going to attack. No, they're both going to disengage and run. So they're both going to take the disengage action and run because they need to get away because they realize they cannot fight Dania. So that she's not going to get an attack of opportunity against either of them. However, in order to do that, one of them at least is going to have to run past both Gabriel and the direwolf. So let's get an attack of opportunity from the direwolf. For a 22 to hit, a 1d8 plus 10 damage. So only 12 damage. 27. And from Gabriel with his knife. Cool. So Gabriel misses. But the wolf does his job and gets a bit of damage in. And now it's Gabriel's turn. So they're now sort of 60 foot away. And Gabriel's having none of them running. Gabriel does not have any spells prepared that are going to help him stop them from running. But what he can do is produce flame. So he's going to cast Produce Flame, which is going to be a single attack roll, ranged attack roll. 120 feet, yep. 1d6 plus 5, fire damage. Each attack you make reduces the remaining duration by 1 minute. So I've got 6 minutes. I basically can make 6 attacks. Okay, no worries. Fire lights up in Gabriel's hands and he just throws. What is my spellcasting bonus? I'm just going to have to look this up real quick. Yeah, it's just a ranged weapon attack. It's just a ranged attack spell against its touch AC. To be an AC of 16 when I roll a 13 on the die. So that's going to be easy. And do it. 1d6 plus 5 damage. So 9 fire damage against this guy. So the one that I've just attacked. I think that he had 38 HP, so he is almost down. And more flame springs up in Gabriel's hands. Now, Dania can't move as quickly as them, and I think that they know that. So she's going to drop her sword, pull out a bow, so that's a movement action. I'll have to check that. We'll only let her get the one attack because I'm unsure. So she's seeing that one of them's on fire and almost dead. So she's going to attack the other one. The one that actually killed her friend. Only plus 19 to hit, but that's a 28. So their AC is 19. She's got a plus 19 to hit. Can't miss. It's do I roll a 1 or not? 1d8 plus 6 damage. So 11 damage. So takes the arrow in the back and just falls to the ground. And Patrick's dead. So it's the dire wolf's turn. And the dire wolf has a speed of 50 feet. So charge attack. So plus 13 to hit. Oh, that's going to hit. 1d8 plus 10. So 15 damage. Putting him at 51 damage. Yeah, he's dead. He's just dead. So the rogues are just dead. No, that rogue that took the arrow is not dead. So our rogue who is slowly running away is going to take a crossbow bolt to the back. Is he? No, he's just gonna cast Hideous Laughter. No, he's just running. I think he's going to be very happy to just let Dania walk after him. And so the question is, does Dania just cut the guy down? Or does she want to speak to him? Let's ask the Oracle. Ask a question. Does Dania just cut down the running rogue? Yes. I'm not going to roll for that. It just happens. He's dead. The others, we've got a couple of stable. So this guy's dead. This guy is dead. This guy's dead. That guy's also dead. And this guy is dead. Ooh, the one that actually killed her friend. So we can't just wait around for him to come unconscious, for him to wake up. The guards will come. Really what we should be doing is taking these bandits to the guards. So the only one that survived was the rogue. Dania just cut the rogue down. The rogue that was running, she just cut him down. So I think it's pretty unlikely that she's going to want to let him live, let this other one live. However, we do want to know why they attacked us. This guy that just cut down her friend, well, so I guess they probably weren't together a hugely long time, but they were companions. I think that she's going to get Gabriel to heal this guy. And he's going to do it because we want to know why we were attacked. So he's going to just cast the first level one. Cure Light Wounds. 1d8 plus 5. So this guy's going to wake up, surrounded. Gabriel heals the remaining rogue for 12 HP. The guy's got 10 HP. So Gabriel heals the guy, putting him at 10 HP. And Dania is going to push Orlan out of the way, who's not... Orlan's just annoyed at the guy. But Dania is going to push him out of the way and say, you'd better tell us where this guy... Tell us why you attacked us. And he's just going to stab him. Now, do I actually have intimidation rolls in these NPC stats? No. But I don't think it's going to matter. The guy's just been brought back to life and then stabbed. Yeah, I rolled 14 for her and an 8 for him, so... The question is, ask a question to the Oracle. So the question is, do they want something more than money, or is there something more nefarious? Are they just highwaymen? Now, I actually find this unlikely because it's a patrolled road and we're pretty close to the castle. It didn't work. So maybe the question is, there's something more nefarious about their motives? And this we're going to say is likely yes. Are they, Oracle asks question, are they involved in the missing carriage, caravan? I'm going to say 50-50 and okay, they are. Now, does Oracle ask question, are there more of them? I'm going to say half-half. Yes, there are more of them. Okay, in this case, does he know the plans? We're going to say this is unlikely. Oh, he does know the plans. Okay. All right, that's pretty interesting. So at this point, we know that. So she's interrogating him, and so he's going to go straight up. I'll tell you everything, and that's where we're going to leave it because we've gone through combat. It's taken a while, and we now have the key to finding out potentially what's going on from here. So I'm going to leave it there. I'll take some notes off screen, and I'll see you next time.